Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Moira Hair. Today I'm going to be doing Goddess Braids, and the colors I'm going to be using today will be a color 8 and a color 27 combined for the braids, and for the curls I'm going to be using a color 27. My client wants a little bit of curls left out in between the braids. My client has got really sensitive scalp. She doesn't want any form of product whatsoever on her scalp. So what I tend to do when I do braids on scalp that are sensitive is I tend not to apply any gel on the scalp itself. I just try and make the parting quite neat, and then I braid along. But as you can see, I do have gel on my hand. So the reason I've got the gel is because although she doesn't want gel on her scalp, I tend to use the gel to blend the extensions into her afro hair, or should I say blend her afro hair into the extensions. I mean, sometimes I tend to use shea butter or essential oil for the scalp while I'm braiding if the client requests, but in this case she doesn't want any product at all whatsoever. For those people out there learning how to do braids and you're finding it difficult attaching extensions to natural hair, just watch this section. This is a slower version. So the first thing I do is part the hair into 3 sections, part the extensions into 3 sections, and attach each section to each extensions, as you can see, and I just keep braiding along. And depending on how long you want the extensions to be, you just keep adding extensions just to extend it. So here's the part where I actually add the curls to the extensions. So you attach it, braid it maybe 2-3 times to make sure that the curls is secure, and then just bring out the curls as you can see in the video, and then just carry on with your braiding. Because if you braid 2-3 times, it just gives you that extra security, just in case the client need to brush their hair or they run their fingers through it. The last thing you want is to have the curls coming out just because it's not fully secure. So attach the curls, braid it 2 or 3 times, bring it out, and then just carry on with the braiding. Again, if you watch this part, this is a slower version. Attach the braids to the extensions to the hair. Because this is at the top of the head, I tend to attach the curls at the top, at the base, just to make sure that the curls is actually visible, more visible than the back, as you can see. So you attach the curls, take it out from the braids, and then just keep braiding. And like again, if you want the braids longer, just attach. And if you notice, I'm using the gel to actually blend her hair into the extensions. This is going to give you a nice neat finish, especially if you're dealing with kinky or afro hair. And that's the braid all done. So the next step I'm going to do now is I'm going to teach you how to tame the curls. You need a hair mousse for this process. Separate the curls from the braids so it's easier. I work on the braids first, use a dryer to smoothen it out, curl the ends and put in hot water. To get the curls of the braids similar to the curls left out, I tend to use curly perm rollers. for the ends, and I just dip it in hot water to get our curls. And while that is setting or cooling off, I just start with the individual curls and I just tame it with it. All you need for this is actually hair mousse. Just use hair mousse, and that literally just takes out the frizzy bit of the curls. This process can be quite time consuming, but trust me, just take your time and do this because the end result is so worth it. The last thing you need is your clients leaving the shop and the hair is all frizzy. Because the thing with Goddess Braids is that a lot of people complain because the curls tend to freeze a lot. And I believe that if you do this while the clients are sitting on your chair, it tends to last longer and it just keeps that tamed curls for longer. And of course, before the clients leave your chair, you got to give them maintenance advice. I say to my clients, just whenever it starts to look frizzy, just make sure that you use the mousse, tame it, and it's back to almost new. And this is the end result. It's nice, it's neat, it's clean. I mean, this is synthetic hair, but it looks great for synthetic hair. The scalp is neat, the scalp is clean, and this is done with no gel on the scalp. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment section and like. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.